the FordWorks Solutions and Dash computer. And the reason why we're here in this booth is because it does run on a Microsoft embedded software platform. So that's why we're here. And it is it's current technology available now at your local Ford dealership. So we have the hands-free Bluetooth-enabled phone, much like Sync, so I can send and receive phone calls keeping my hands on the wheel. And then use the voice-activated commands to move from phone to radio, radio to navigation, and then navigation to the productivity tools. So the idea here was it was created by seeing pain points from our customers. So if you can think about the people who come to your house right now, and how do they invoice you if they fix your water heater or your furnace? It's handwritten invoices. This is going to help them, one, create and provide. Do you know each other?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing it.
That would have been really rude if you didn't know each other.
Boom.
So the pain points, create invoices on site, and then streamline the accounting department, the accounting process. Now, and here is the printer. Did you guys see that?
Yeah,
you saw that. Did you see it?
I did not see it.
I'm going to open it up since he's already seen it.
Whoa.
And there you go. You open it up and you can print right there.
Cool.
No picture there. We're not going to bump them out there. So have you guys been in the booth, in the opera booth, and then you're just getting out right now, or?
Yeah, more or less.
Pretty much. Yeah, it's not as busy as it has been. So you can see right here that we do have an opera browser.
Yes, we do.
You probably knew about that.
We did.
And we are connected to the internet right now. We do have Bing set up as our homepage, though. So, Bing in the Microsoft booth.
Got it. It's a good search engine.
I'm learning more about it as I hang out in the Microsoft booth. I normally have Google. So we are connected to the internet via Sprint mobile broadband connection, and there's a lot of activity, so it's slowing down as it gets later in the day.
Yeah.
But it is touchscreen, so once it loads, we can do a full screen and then scroll up and down, which you guys probably already know. And it's a beautiful picture today. Makes me want to be there. Isn't that nice? So you can scroll up and down, zoom in and zoom out, which you guys know. So I'm not going to spend too much time on the internet since anybody here already knows about the internet. You do need to be in park in order to surf the internet, and you can surf the internet using this wireless keyboard. And that's Bluetooth as well. So we'll just put that up there for right now. So once again, word processing and spreadsheet capabilities, the ability to create invoices, proposals, pull emails, open them. So where your smartphone is really great with all the information you can access, it's hard to open an attachment and really do anything with it. So here you'd be able to open it up, manipulate it, save it, print it, all those fun things. We've got Outlook Express Type System, PowerPoint Viewer, and a PDF viewer. We'll scroll down. And then we've partnered with Logman to provide remote network access to expand the capabilities of the computer. And then we have ToolLink here, which is a tool management system. And ToolLink uses radio frequency ID technology. Let me show you one of those stickers.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cool.
I've seen so many of those flips. Last year, everybody had their phones or their big honking cameras. Here it's the flips. So you tag each of your tools with one of these ToolLink ID stickers. Each tag has its own alphanumeric code. So you'd add it into the system, tag a tool, add it to the system by assigning a name to this tag, and then creating different job lists. So we have all these different job boards. And CES is obviously the list that we have for this event. And there are 5 tools that we need to keep track of. All those tools on the right have been tagged with a radio frequency ID sticker. And we're going to hit scan to see if they're still in the truck. If they're not, I'm going to go track down my buddy Joe. And
how far? Because RFID can work quite a ways away.
Right.
So how far
it
is
has
this
to be in the
limited
truck.
How does it know that?
Most of our trucks have a closed enclosed space, so it bounces off that space.
Okay, got
so,
it.
And it can't go outside of metal
Right.
So with a pickup bed, this is crazy. With our pickup beds, it's inside the bed and it will scan the contents of the bed. In the vans, it's a closed part, it's going to expand that, scan that. And it's not really going to do any contractor any good if his reciprocating saw is on the ground when he takes off.
Right, because that's the problem with RFID for that application, because it can go that far. It can go hundreds of
It can go that far. It's kind of, I mean, but it is limited to the truck because of the metal.
Can you load your own apps on there?
It's a closed system, and it only has 4 gigs of memory. So it's really not. It's not going to replace the need for a laptop, and that's precisely why we partnered with LogMeIn. So you can leave your laptop on and back at your office or your home. And if you're a small business owner, you think of all those things that you have loaded on your computer: customer information, employee information, pricing, proposals, and you're stopping all these different job sites, different people getting in and out of the truck. Compromises the security of that laptop. Leave it back there. Access it if you need to.
Because LogMeIn can also print remotely too.
Right.
So can you print
Yep.
from your device?
We're not able to connect to LogMeIn here because we don't have a satellite. Our satellite provides the timestamp, and LogMeIn needs a timestamp in order for security reasons. So the satellite provides the timestamp and the date stamp, so that allows us to do that. So we have the in-dash computer, and this, like I said, is available now. It's $1,395. The keyboard comes with it. The printer is extra, and then it's $49.95 per month after the first 6 months for the Sprint connection.
Do you work for Microsoft, or do you work for?
I'm hired by Ford to represent Ford Work Solutions.
So how is this different from? Do you know from Sync?
Basic Sync is an entertainment type system, infotainment, and it uses applications that are on your smartphone and allows you to access those using the voice commands using the Microsoft embedded software. This has its own computer in it, so you do not need to have a smartphone to use the navigation. You don't need to have a smartphone to access the internet. So Sync will allow you to interface with your MP3 player with voice control. This will not. This has a line in, although it has a
So you
USB
couldn't
port.
actually control it either. It's just it's audio only.
Yeah, you hit the playlist and go. Or use the pad. Whatever. That's how I say it normally. Yeah. And I do a lot of dealer training, and they look at me like the old-fashioned way. That's new to me. The salespeople aren't very up on the techie stuff. So trying to explain this to them is just woo. So this is more of entertainment now. Sync will pair with your smartphone, and you can control your MP3 player and have SMS feeds to it. And they're doing demos on that, and it's really cool.
Yeah.
But this is more commercially based.
How's the customer feedback been so far on the work
It's
solutions?
still rather new. It hasn't been out in the marketplace too long. Talking to people here, they get it.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense when you bring it down to people are doing invoicing and how to change the way that they do business. Everybody's trying to do more with less, or more in less time, more with less people. This is kind of fitting into the demands of the customer. They want a way to invoice in the truck, but they're not ready to create a laptop and a workstation in their vehicle.
Yeah.
It's a nice package. So that's what I've heard.